So it's our first ever Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Immersion Camp in Hawaii. And man, we basically just wanted to mix it up a little bit. We've been going to Florida for I think 3 years in a row, huge successful Gracie Immersion Camps over there, but we wanted to do something that would just take it to the next level.
We're in Hawaii at the Kahala Resort. This resort is probably the best resort on the whole island, on this whole side of the island. It is right on the beach, private beach, very few people have access to it. The most amazing thing is that everybody who's here to train jiu-jitsu is staying in the same resort. If you're someone that does jiu-jitsu, you can probably agree that every vacation should require a little bit of exercise. We do 2 hours of jiu-jitsu first thing in the morning.
Just like every year, the training room is broken up into 4 different compartments. We've got the Bully Proof, we've got Women Empowered, we've got Gracie Combatives, and we've got Master Cycle.
We're giving them feedback, we're working with them, we're helping them, we're coaching them, we're sparring with them. And they're working amongst each other. So they're making friends from other parts of the world who have common interest, which is jiu-jitsu.
So training every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. and then in the afternoon we have all the activities planned. So the first day, Thursday, we have a group surf lesson scheduled in Waikiki. And we get all the people out there, 40 plus people on surfboards, longboards, like 15 instructors, so like 2-3 people per instructor, and they're out there, they're getting pushed in on waves and they're standing up and they're having a blast. People are actually getting up on surfboards who've never actually touched a surfboard in their entire lives. It was incredible to see the smiles on their faces, just overall amazing surfing experience. Luckily no one got hurt, no one drowned, no one got bit by a shark. Couldn't have been better in that situation. So the next day, we have jiu-jitsu training in the morning again, 8 to 10, and then in the afternoon, evening, we have the hike to Diamond Head. So we're here at Diamond Head State Monument in Honolulu, Hawaii. We're about to hike to the top of that. Look over here, the top, the very top. It's about to get crazy, and you know I'm not going by myself. You guys ready to hike or what? Yeah! And we went like, 55, 60 people hiking up Diamond Head all together.
It was just fun that we all did this thing together. We made it to the top together, and then we're, always looking out for each other, making sure no one's left behind.
Got to the top of Diamond Head, and we're up there, and there's this big, kind of overhang, like literally on the edge of the cliff, that says, "Keep off," in huge red letters. And right when Brian sees that, he's like, "Henner, let's go up there and let's do a crazy technique on top of the keep off overhang patio situation." He peer pressured me, you guys. I got bullied into it. I didn't want to do it, but he pulled me up there. We got on top of this thing, and Brian throws off a little stunt, flying triangle on top of Diamond Head. I think it's the first flying triangle ever on top of Diamond Head. Diamond Head State Monument, we made it to the top! Oh! In the morning, it's pure technique, instructional. In the evening, it's only sparring. An hour and a half or so of just rolling. And this is not the kind of rolling where it's like, where are you from? Let me break your neck. No, it's the rolling of, hey, you're from Colorado, I'm from North Carolina. Great, let's roll.
Just kind of rolling over, meet someone different. Roll over, meet somebody different. And just picking different people from all around to roll with. All of them had this desire to move through positions and work together.
The most collaborative, safe, cooperative, yet productive rolls of all time.
Every evening after the sparring, we decided, you know what? Let's take 15 minutes to talk, to meet our friends, get to know them, share our experiences. We're here to give you, jiu-jitsu knowledge, but also jiu-jitsu principles and talk philosophy and talk jiu-jitsu lifestyle. Getting to know the people who are there is very valuable, and that happened every night after sparring.
The next morning, Saturday, we have training in the morning, a whole bunch of jiu-jitsu. In the evening, we have a luau scheduled.
The luau was such a fun bonding event because we normally have a dinner for every immersion camp, but this was just like, the next level because of course there was good food, but there was all kinds of activities and the weather was beautiful.
We get there, authentic, basically all these activities from spear throwing to how to fish.
And then there's a show and these dancers. And of course the dancers come by and they're picking out volunteers.
And the best part about it was that somehow Henner got volunteered to go up and dance in front of all the people.
She comes on up and she grabs me by the hand, and I try to do self-defense, but it didn't work, and she just kind of bullied me into it, and I got up on the stage, and now I'm up there, and I have to do like this hula dance, and have to just, let the hips fly, you know what I'm saying?
That probably made my night as well as everyone else's, because Henner was like shaking his hips like I've never seen him do that before. I was very impressed.
One of the things I enjoyed the most is how family-friendly our camp has become.
As the Gracie family is growing, we understand the need to have a vacation, a Gracie immersion camp that is family-friendly. So we really understand that there has to be something for everyone. There has to be adventure for the people who want adventure. There has to be kind of downtime and fun time at the pool, at the beach. Everything has to be easy for everybody.
So we pride ourselves in making the immersion camp just as family friendly, having opportunities and activities for kids and family members of all ages.
Sunday morning, 6 a.m. sharp, everyone's out front, another bus. Take us to the North Shore. We cruise up there, by 7:30 we land, 8 o'clock we're on a boat, heading out for the shark adventure. They anchor the ship next to a cage, and basically 8 people at a time jump into a cage. Then they detach the cage from the boat, and the cage is just floating out in the ocean. Surrounding the cage are like a dozen Galapagos sharks. It's crazy how they just come up from the deep ocean and they're just curious. So we get into the cage, and man, was it unbelievable. We go under, and man, there's sharks everywhere, and they're like literally within 2 or 3 feet of the cage.
We're supposed to stay in the cage. That's what they told us. But when you get in the cage, there's like it's like a pretty nice gap where you can fit through. So I swam to the bottom, went through the cage, and I went all the way down. I was doing like a pull-up, right? Like a pull-up off the bar. And I was just staying there as long as I could hold my breath. And then I pull back up, go through the bars, come back up, get my breath, go back down, do it again.
So he's essentially free diving with the Galapagos sharks swimming in, around, and right next to us. But nonetheless, that was crazy. Everyone got to jump in with the sharks, had a blast. We get out of the cages, everyone comes back. We head straight down to Waimea Valley. And the valley right there, which is like Botanical Gardens, Waimea Valley Botanical Gardens. We hike up through the Botanical Gardens, unbelievable plants and trees and lush greenery, most beautiful park I've ever walked through Botanical Gardens wise. And we hike all the way up to the waterfall at the top. And there's this beautiful waterfall. Go inside the waterfall, the thing is pounding down. Basically free massage right there, Chinese style on the shoulders. So then we all get back in, hike back down the mountain, and we go to the shrimp trucks, very famous shrimp trucks here in Hawaii. So we pull up to Mackey's shrimp truck, one of the best shrimp trucks here on the North Shore, and we go there. Everyone has their garlic butter, they're spicy, they're lemon this, all kinds of shrimp you choose. Finish that up, jump on the bus, came straight back, passed out. Next day, Hanauma Bay on Monday. Hanauma Bay is basically the underwater Disneyland snorkeler's paradise.
I really like snorkeling for 2 reasons. One, Henner can't compete against me. Because if it was like, surfing, he would compete. Like, yeah, I caught 10 waves, you caught 3. But snorkeling, no competition, okay? I snorkel one way, he snorkels the other way.
It's not every day that you just get to, swim out into the ocean and see all kinds of beautiful tropical fish.
And snorkeling is so cool, it's so mellow, and I'm only becoming more mellow as I get older and have more children, so I really appreciate the snorkeling that we did at Hanauma Bay.
Can't have a better initial experience than snorkeling in Hanauma Bay.
Best vacation I've ever had in my life. I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat.
The size and the pace of this camp, we couldn't have asked for anything better.
You wake up in the morning, you come, you get 2 hours of awesome instruction from Henner and Hidon Gracie.
Regular vacations are great. Jiu-jitsu vacations are like 10 times better.
Much more stronger connections I'm taking away from this camp. It's like a real summer camp from when you're a little kid. I feel like a little kid at summer camp.
People who didn't know anyone could come here, make friends right away, and we're doing all the activities together, getting to know everyone, the relationships, the bonds, the jiu-jitsu, the chokes, the connections. We couldn't have asked for more.
The camp is such a positive thing beyond the technique learning and the sparring. It's just, getting away from everyday life and being around people who are positive and just one big jiu-jitsu family.
everything you just let it go, and everything's laid back, and everything's just fun, and you don't take anything too seriously. And that's what I think everyone who came here did. We just had a great time.
I wish I could stay out here with my, 85, 100, new jiu-jitsu brothers and sisters, but the world needs us, and we got to go back to reality.
Wherever the next one is, I'm gonna be there if this is the type of people that are here at these events, because there's nothing better than having nice and humble people to roll with that share ideas with you and understand the same philosophy of jiu-jitsu as you. Can we stop? Guys, my nipple's hurting, dude. For real, like this thing is... Oh, man.
It's time to do it again, but this time we're going to Orlando. It's going down May 8 through 12, 2019. We're staying at the top-rated Gaylord Palms Resort located just minutes away from Disney World. 2 hours of jiu-jitsu technique every morning, theme park fun all day, and then 1 hour of sparring and jiu-jitsu mindset every evening. Rooms start at just $169 per night, but they are limited. Mat space is also limited. The only thing that is unlimited is the unforgettable family fun for the ones who are lucky enough to save a spot at GracieImmersionCamp.com. We'll see you in Orlando.